Hi, this is Andrea Schulman again, and I've been getting a very specific question lately, which is, how do we manifest the end of coronavirus? And so in today's quick law of attraction video, I want to talk about this question with you. But first, if you're watching this video on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, please make sure to subscribe or follow my page. And if possible, turn on your notifications because I do release new law of attraction inspired videos like this one every single week. And also, quick reminder, we are in the final week. There's only a few days left to register for my Law of Attraction step-by-step manifesting course. This course is called Manifesting Mastery, and it is only available for enrollment for a short window of time. If you got some spare time on your hands, if you'd like to learn more about how to manifest efficiently and effectively on a consistent basis, make sure to check out the link in the description for more information again, because enrollment is closing very soon. All right, let's go ahead and talk about how to manifest the end of coronavirus. And I've gotten some questions on this, and it's a topic I really want to talk about with you today because there's a number of misconceptions I think that are out there that I'm hearing in these questions, and it's important that we clear them up because it's very important to me that you have the information you need to work through this energy in the best possible way. Now, the most important thing about this question of how to manifest the end of coronavirus is that the question implies the problem, okay? Whenever we try to get rid of something through the law of attraction, we only create more of it. And so you may see that, you can look at this virus in this particular way, which is the more people want it to go away, the more they fear it, the more it stays present and the more it becomes an active part of their reality. A more mundane and day-to-day example of this that you can probably relate to on a personal level is that perhaps there's somebody that you don't like, or somebody that you didn't like, or somebody who annoys you. And the more you want that person to go away, the more they show up in your reality. All right, so I remember long before I knew about the law of attraction, working in an office and having a few coworkers that I really just couldn't stand. And I remember being in my office cubicle, this is way back, thinking, oh, please don't come in my cubicle, please don't come near me. And sure enough, that coworker would come by and have something to say and come over and annoy me. And you've probably seen this dynamic happening before where there's somebody or something that you want to get rid of, and the more you want it to go away, the more it's just hanging out there with you. And so if we want to talk about how to manifest the end of the coronavirus, we have to understand that in order to manifest the end of it, we have to stop fighting against it. Because the more you want it to go away, the more you're fearful of it being there, the more you're annoyed by it, ticked off by it, sad about it, the more active it's going to stay in your vibration and the more dominant of a role it's going to play in your environment. So really the game with how to get rid of the coronavirus isn't so much about how to get rid of the coronavirus. It's about how to eliminate the need to push against the coronavirus. That's really the game. We have to get to a place where when in our dealing with it, we aren't fearful of it. We're not pushing against it. Rather, ironically enough, we welcome it and bring it in. And that's an idea I doubt you've heard from probably anybody else at this point, but that has really been the critical piece for me when it comes to getting rid of negative stimulus. It isn't in pushing it away, rather it's about inviting it in. Now, why this works is that when you invite something in, what that means is we welcome it. We look for the benefit in it. We look for how it's working out for us. We look for why it's a good thing that it's here. And when we do that, we transmute, we alchemize the scenario. We alchemize what's going on so that we're no longer projecting fear on it, but rather we're projecting love on it. And so this is a conversation some people probably won't want to hear. But the long story short with this is that we have to come to look at the coronavirus in a positive way so that all that we manifest out of it is positive effects, positive benefits, all right? And you will see in your own life that if you start doing this, this scenario isn't really going to be affecting you in a particularly negative way. Okay, so I live here on planet Earth and I see that people are struggling with this and I see that people are fearful of it. But in my own personal life, things haven't really changed too much for me. In fact, things are going pretty well for me. And it's kind of like I'm acting almost as an observer of this situation. You know, I work on the internet. I'm still able to make videos. I still have my businesses running just fine. You know, things haven't really changed for me on a day-to-day basis too much. So for me personally, this particular thing isn't the end of the world. I'm not afraid of it. I don't think that anything bad is going to happen to me. I know that whatever does happen is going to benefit me. And so I'm not pushing against it. So I'm not bumping up against it being a particularly negative event in my life. Okay. And so, and I understand that I don't need to eradicate coronavirus from the earth in order to have a positive experience. And so what I would really be recommending to you is to take this inward and try to look for, how is this benefiting me? How is this serving me? How is this a positive thing? Because the more you get on board with that, the less resistance and fear you project on coronavirus and the less active it's going to be in your reality in a negative way. What you're going to see is that coronavirus is going to go away collectively when people are no longer collectively fearful of it. That's really how it's going to have to work itself out. Some people are going to work through it quickly. Some people are going to take their time with it, and that's okay. But you on an individual level do not need to suffer through this situation. So look on the lookout for, why is this benefiting me? How is this serving me? And remember to stay away from this question of, how do I get rid of the coronavirus? Because if you're trying to get rid of it, you're only going to keep it active, because the whole "how can I get rid of it" question means that you're fearful of it. So if you're looking to manifest the end of coronavirus, get off that question entirely and start asking yourself a much more effective question, which is, how can I make peace with coronavirus? How can I get along with the coronavirus? How is the coronavirus benefiting all of us? The more that you dwell on those questions and those topics, the more neutral this subject's going to become for you, and you will see that it doesn't impact you personally as much, and also you're going to see that its effect is going to start to go away collectively as well. But we got to get out of the mindset of, we need this to go away, because if we're doing that, we're just looking at this like the pesky coworker or the annoying person we just can't seem to get out of our life, because trying to eliminate something only keeps it here. All right, thanks so much for watching today's video on how to manifest the end of the coronavirus. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about it below in the comments. And again, if you were interested in learning more about my Manifesting Mastery course, the step-by-step Law of Attraction training program, again, please make sure to look below in the description for a link. That course is closing in just a few days, so be sure to check that out if it's something you were interested in. All right, but anyways, thanks so much for watching today's video, and have a great day. Bye-bye.